evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Platt Arena. The students are ready for a break, but there is still basketball to be played. Tonight's contest includes the 9-3 Marian University Knights and the 9-3 Huntington University Foresters. I'm Noah Tobias along with Ryan Lockhart. Again, thank you for joining us this evening. Both teams coming to this game 9-3 and 2-2 in the conference. Marian, they have won against St. Francis and Mount Vernon this year, but they actually lost to Taylor and Spring Arbor. And Spring Arbor, they're a fairly good team this year. Huntington, they won against Taylor and Grace, but they ended up falling against St. Francis and Mount Vernon. Huntington has actually won the previous two conference games that they've played here this season, hoping to make it a third. And Ryan, you know, what's a couple of things that they're really going to need to do to come into this contest strong?
You know, I think, first of all, the Foresters are going to have to slow down the guard play for this Marian team. You know, you got the transfer and T.J. Henderson coming in. He's averaging 19.7 points. Then you look over Wes Stowers, who last week, if you watch the Grace game, our own head coach Ty Platt said Stowers was one of the best guards he's ever seen in the Crossroads League. And Noah, you and I have been watching this basketball for quite a while and know how good it is. So I think these guards on both teams really are going to be a tough matchup. I'm looking to see if the Foresters can slow them down, not shut them down necessarily.
Well, and so both teams are actually pretty even in a couple of stats. For the free throw percentage, they're both 86%, and for rebounds per game, they're at 37. Both teams are at 37. So, you know, what's going to be the difference maker here in tonight's game?
You know, I think for tonight, you know, if you look at our keys to the game, both teams are going to have to hit the boards, and they're going to have to try to win the rebound challenge. Then outside of that, the Foresters, they have to play good defense beyond the arc. Right now, Marian's shooting 42% beyond the arc. That's pretty high for any team. The Foresters, though, can shoot out there as well, Noah. But I think for Marian, their key to the game, the big 6'11 Reginald Casuno. Last time he was here, Noah, he broke our backboard. This time, we'll have to see if he can go 2 for 2. Hopefully not, though, but he's definitely going to be the key to the game for the Marian Knights.
Well, so what do you think the Foresters have to do to stay out of foul trouble? Because they need Tyler Aarons on the floor.
Yeah, I think for the Foresters, it's going to be a tough matchup because you got a guy like Casuno that's really good. I think the biggest thing the Foresters need to do, just move with them. Don't let them get you out of position and play great defense.
Well, that wraps up our pregame show. So when we come back, we will have starting lineups for you, and we'll have some first half action. I'm Noah Tobias along with Ryan Lockhart, and you are watching FDN Sports.
Everything has a beginning, a moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media Arts Department, you get your hands on equipment from day one. You don't have to wait a few years to get in the studio or get on a set. In your first year, in your first semester, you'll work in supporting roles on underclassmen projects and even get to develop your own stories. So, you want to operate the Red? We can do that. Want to learn how to use a Cintiq? We got you covered. How about anchoring a live TV studio? Yeah, we got one of those too. You may not have a clear plan in mind, or may not know what your interests are yet, but your years at Huntington are time for self-discovery and to embrace your passions. One thing's for sure, the professors are always a source of encouragement and ongoing advice, who more than anything want to see you succeed and grow in those passions. You may be missing home, but rest assured, you always have a family to turn to in this department. Not only does the program grow your technical and artistic side, but it also pushes you to seek truth and grow in your walk with Christ, the power of story itself derives from Jesus. Our artistic skills and visions can be a most meaningful form of worship. The real world starts before that diploma is handed to you. You have opportunities to build up your demo reels, travel for your craft, and work with clients. We prepare you for a life in LA if you choose, possibly a career at DreamWorks, or maybe you work for a professional sports network. Our students are putting out good work and showcasing it to the world. We attend a number of conferences, festivals, and competitions each year. I'll let our awards speak for themselves. And get this, 93% of our graduates are working or in grad school. So this goes out to all the storytellers, dreamers, and artists out there, looking for a place to call home the next 4 years, while honing their creative minds and skills. So what do you say? Are you in?
It's on the... He made it! Oh my God!
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, and we will get things started off with your starting lineups. Starting with Marian University, number 1, TJ Henderson, a senior guard. He's 6'1", out of Indianapolis, Indiana. Number 4, Wes Stowers, 5'10", senior guard out of Indianapolis. Number 5, Reginald Kasunol, and he's out of Jacksonville, Florida. He's the 6'7" senior we were talking about earlier. Also number 10, Sterling Brown, a 6-foot sophomore guard out of Carmel, Indiana. And wrapping it all up is number 21, Cameron Walter, the 6'7" sophomore forward out of...
You know, for your Forcers tonight, we have number 1, Zach Owens, the sophomore guard. He'll be starting for the Forcers. We'll also see number 3, Connor Platt. Coach's son there, Noah, but no favoritism given by no means. Freshman Caleb Middlesworth, number 4, gets the start once again. Been solid for the Forcers all season long. Starting his 3rd game of the season, number 31, Andrew Yoder, the junior. Getting some valuable starting time, Noah. And rounding it out, the big man himself, big 6'8", Tyler Ahrens, number 44. Senior gets another start, Noah. Coming off 36 points in his last contest. I think we're expecting a big game from Tyler himself. What do you think?
Yeah, Tyler, man, he has been doing a great job here so far this year. Again, averaging 18 points per game, 5 steals, 16 blocks, 13 assists, 8 rebounds per game. Man, he is just incredible. And even his 3-point field goal percentage is unbelievable. He is shooting 23 of 53 from the 3-point arc, and that is 43%. So for a big man to have that kind of a percentage is really, really good.
You know, and the funny thing is, you look at Tyler Ahrens, who's shooting like that outside the arc, then you look over to our other big man, Caleb Middlesworth. He's shooting 44% from beyond the arc. So it's not like the Forcer big men can't shoot by no means. And if you tell them that, Noah, they'll prove to you that they can shoot.
Ahrens and Kasunol. And Kasunol, man, he wins that one pretty easily. And honestly, I thought Stowers was going to let that one go out of bounds because he just let that go to the other side of the, well, to the corner. Now 21, Walter with it, guarded by Middlesworth. Now here's the matchup we are looking forward to all night long, and the big man gets it started here early.
First points of the night, first dunk of the night, Noah. This is going to be an entertaining one from the tip.
Zach Owens, he's got the basketball. He goes in and he's going to draw a foul as he was trying to drive inside. That first foul of the game goes on number 4, Wes Stowers. Again, the senior guard out of Indianapolis. His first, team's first in games first. Andrew Yoder giving it off to Connor Platt. And now to Zach Owens on the right side. Again, his game has been to drive inside, and it gets blocked by Kasunol.
Kasunol making that look rather easy on that block, Noah.
And he thought about pulling up right there as well. Henderson now gets it down to Walter. Walter tried to put a nice move on Middlesworth, but Middlesworth with nice defense there. Now number 4, Stowers. He's got it, and now pull-up shot no good, rebounded by Zach Owens. Platt with it to Yoder now on the right side. Middlesworth. And Kasunol, he's actually going to be guarding Middlesworth and not Ahrens. And I do like that because number 21, Walter, he is a little bit more athletic than Kasuno, and he'll be able to go out there for that three-point shot that Ahrens has. A foul will be called on the Knights, though. Let's see what the official is going to call.
Looks like it's either going to be on Henderson or Kasuno here. You know, if you're a Forster fan, you know, really either one of these guys, because you got Kasuno, who, well, 6'11" out there, makes everybody look small on the floor, and you got Henderson averaging 19.7 points, and that's who it'll be on, is Henderson. First foul of the day.
And team's second foul. Connor Platt, he's got it. Back up top to Middlesworth, driving it inside, and it loses control of it. And the ball was not tipped, so Marian will get possession. Man, Kasuno just looks so tall, just sitting here on the sidelines. It's crazy. He just towers over people. Even Tyler Ahrens, he towers over. Henderson, he goes inside, and he's able to finish that. That's a pretty athletic move.
Yeah, Henderson, the transfer from IUPUI, played all 3 years of basketball there, decided to come to Marian for his senior year, and paying off for the guard so far.
Yoder kind of missed Platt cutting to the inside. I wish he would have gotten that one to him. But Zach Owens, he's got the ball right now. Pulls up and not able to make that one. So 0-4 still. Forster's not on the board as we have counted down 2 minutes. But now Henderson, he's got it. Gets it down low to Walter. He's able to go with the left hand, and he's able to finish. And man, did that ever look awkward.
Yeah, the sophomore getting that one to go, though. Kind of a little bit of a baby skyhook there, Noah. Looked good for Walter.
Tyler Ahrens with the basketball down low, and he's not able to finish. That just rims out again. So another slow start for the Foresters here tonight. They've kind of had a little bit of trouble with that here this season. Henderson with it, giving it over to Stowers. Down low, and the official's going to call a foul on Walter. I don't know. That's a really, really interesting foul. It's almost like an over-the-back call.
Yeah, kind of ironic he called that. We had the back help there from, I believe it was Andrew Yoder. I kind of like the position the Forsters were in there, though, but, you know, we'll take the foul at the same time.
Peyton West, he checks in for the Foresters. Connor Platt with the basketball. Tried to find a mismatch, but it was stolen away by number 10, Sterling Brown. Brown, three ball up, no good, and rebounded by Henderson. So again, boards are going to be a really big factor here in this game.
Yeah, and with Marian having a big size advantage, you know, they got a 6'10 guy, 6'11, a couple at 6'7. The Forsters are kind of outmatched here. That just means they're going to have to work a little bit harder out on the floor, and I think Ty Platt squad's up to the challenge.
That last foul was on number 44, Tyler Ahrens, his first personal foul, team's first. And Kasuno, he was kind of scared. He thought the official was going to call a moving screen right there. It's kind of funny watching him react. Walter with the basketball for the Knights. Again, 0-6 is the score with 16:25 left to go here in the first half. Kasuno with the basketball, fade away, and cannot finish. Just a little short on that one.
A good defense by Tyler Anzer, kind of giving up his body to stay with that.
Yoder getting it down to Middlesworth. And now Platt with the basketball. He's kind of playing a little catch, but Middlesworth goes up, and he's able to finish. The Foresters are now on the board, 2-6.
Wow, what a great spin there by the freshman inside. Once again, showing that he does not play like a freshman. Middlesworth is almost beyond his years, Noah.
Stowers, that three ball is no good, rebounded by Ahrens. So now let's see if the Foresters can get something going right here. Platt with the basketball, swinging all the way over to West, down low to Yoder. And a nice cut by Platt, but could not finish. I think he was just really afraid that Kasuno was going to come over and block his shot.
You know, and that's the advantage Marian's going to have with that big 6'11 guy in the middle all night long. We'll see if the Foresters elect to take some outside shots or still try to drive in.
Henderson drives in, nice dump off pass to 21 Walter, and that's an easy finish for him, 8-2. Peyton West bring the basketball up for the Foresters. Now Andrew Yoder little bit of trouble right here and almost throws the ball away, but controlled by Ahrens. 12 seconds on the shot clock. West pass to Yoder now in the right corner. Tries to find a cutting Platt, but stolen away by Henderson. Henderson goes up, and he's able to finish with a little bit of contact from Yoder. And Coach Platt is in need of a timeout, and that's a 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here. Man, this is not a good start for the Forsters. They are just having trouble putting the ball through the hoop. I mean, it's just going in and out. I mean, honestly, they're getting some good looks. It's not that they're not getting those good looks. It's just they're not able to finish, or they're also afraid that Cusuno is just going to come up from behind them and block their shot.
You know, it looks like for the Forsters right now, their biggest problem on offense is just ball movement. You see a few passes here and there, but usually the Forsters, you know, sometimes we can almost compare them to the Spurs, the way they pass the ball around and get those wide open looks. But right now the Forsters just elected to take 1 or 2 passes off instead of the general 4 or 5. We'll have to see if after that timeout, Coach Platt made some adjustments there. We know Coach Platt's great at making those adjustments, Noah.
Well, and I think it's interesting because one thing that hasn't been a problem all year is the ball movement, and that is becoming a problem right here in this game. So we'll have to see how they can adjust. So
into the game for first minutes of his night is Wyatt Hughes.
Peyton West now passing off to Platt. Platt still has not taken a three-point shot yet. We'll have to see when he starts heating up. Middlesworth with the floater, and that is nothing but net. 4-10 now is the score with 14-17 remaining in the first half.
And Middlesworth with the only 4 points for the Forsters so far in this contest.
Stowers passes off to Henderson. Back to Stowers. Now 21, Walter. Back out, and honestly, Connor Platt, he could have stolen that basketball right there. It just did not react quick enough. Stowers with it. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Crosses over, step back, jumper, and no good. Rebounded by Zach Owens. And now they've got numbers, 4 on 5. Nice pass to Middlesworth, and he's got 6 for the night.
Wow, what a great pass up to find the wide open man, Noah. But great job by Zach Owens to get that rebound over a much taller 6'4" guy.
Yeah. Lead is knocked down to 4. Again, 6-10 is the score right now. Number 1, Henderson, he's going in and able to finish with the right hand. And man, he can just weave his way through the Foresters defense right there.
Yeah, beautiful how the transfer was able to go back and forth there, showing, you know, those proven minutes there.
Wyatt Hughes going to work on 21 Walter and able to finish with the right hand. 8-12, so that lead is kept to 4 points. Again, only 1 foul on the Foresters, but 3 fouls on the Knights. Cusuno's ready to check back in on the next dead ball. 21 Walter with a 3-point jumper, no good, rebounded by West. West with the crossover, and I honestly think he about put Henderson on his butt. And West now over to Platt. Now a little bit of a mismatch between Middlesworth and Stowers, but then that's just switched back up, so good job by the Knights. West tried to get it over to Middlesworth, but stolen away by number 12, Albers. 25, Lane Cable, not able to finish, and a foul will be called. And I believe that's going to be on Wyatt Hughes. Yep, and that will be on Wyatt Hughes. That's his first personal foul. Team's second of the night. Media timeout will be called, and so we will take a quick break. 8-12 is the score, and we will be back.
The biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that is something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. I'm Noah Tobias along with Ryan Lockhart. 8-12 is the score, and Marian is up on the Foresters. 21, Walter at the line, shooting 2 free throws, and man, that is a flat shot if I've ever seen one, but it goes in.
Yeah, Walter right now the lowest shooting free throw person on the team for Marian at 66%. We'll see him check out as Kasuno checks back in, and no, I think we might see big country White Hughes and Kasuno go back and forth. Hughes may have a little bit of height, or a little bit of weight, but the height matchup is not far off, and a bad pass from Payne West results to a turnover right there. It looked like Zach Owens was trying to one-hand that like OBJ kind of.
Yeah, but that was also way out there. That was going to be tough for him to control no matter what. Ballinger and Ahrens check in for the Foresters. So Ballinger will get his first look here on the floor. Stowers with the basketball. Thought about getting it down to Kasuno off that screen. Now number 12, Albers, gets down to Kasuno. Kind of a little bit of an elbow from Kasuno to Ahrens. And that ball is going to be tipped out of bounds and goes to the Foresters. That was an interesting decision as Kasuno.
A little surprised no delay a game there,
yeah.
Noah. He shot on the corner basket.
I'm shocked that there is no warning. But game does resume.
A couple of the bench coaches were talking to Kasuno as he came down the floor from that one.
Ballinger with the basketball. And now hands it off to Owens. A little bit of passing back and forth. Gets it down to Platt, and he's able to finish. Really don't see him down on the post very much, but man, that looked pretty smooth.
Yeah, Connor likes to cut through the middle of the lane, though, and sometimes he's wide open. Right there, not wide open, but open enough to get that shot off.
Number 4, Stowers with the basketball for the Knights. Brings it back up top. Over to number 12, Albers, and that 3-ball no good. Rebounded by Platt, but knocked out of bounds by Kasuno. Kasuno, he's got some good hands. And substitution for the Knights. Number 1, Henderson, he's going to check back in for Stowers. 10-14 is the score. 11 minutes remaining here in the first half.
Right now on the floor, Noah, only Connor Platt has scored for the Foresters with 2 points. The rest of the Foresters scoreless, though. Kind of surprised with how Tyler Ahrens played last game, but you know, you have a big 6'11" body looking to go to work now. Can't get that one to go off the iron.
Well, he tried to go up with the right hand, which he usually doesn't do, so it's just kind of a different turn of events right there. Henderson not able to make that basket. Rebounded by West, though. He's trying to push the ball up, getting off to Platt. To West, to Ballinger. Back to Platt up top. Now Ballinger in the corner. Giving off to Owens, almost a bad pass there. Owens' jump shot is good, 12-14, so now only a 2-point lead.
Nice pull up there from Owens, though. Noah, that's where we've seen him expand his game and take those smart shots.
Albers with the basketball for the Knights, guarded by Ballinger. Now to Henderson up top. Ballinger switching, and he's now guarding Henderson. I don't know how much I like that. We'll have to see how the Ballinger's quickness is tested. Henderson tried to pass it down to Kasuno, and a foul is going to be called on Tyler Ahrens. That's his second personal foul, and that is a tough foul. Ahrens and West will check out. Middlesworth and Nick Macon will check in. Nick Macon, he hasn't played since the first half of the Mount Vernon game, so we'll have to see how he comes out and plays. 21, Walter, comes in, and also number 10, Sterling Brown, checks back in.
Yeah, Macon started the first 8 games, Noah, then hasn't played since then. We'll see if the senior guard can help provide any experience now in the contest.
Stowers with it. Over to Henderson in the corner. Now down low to Kasunel. And he's able to finish easily with the right hand. When he's kind of leaning back on Middlesworth, what he does is he kind of fakes to his right. He fakes it to his right and then is able to just go right around and finish easily with his right hand. Zach Owens with the basketball now to Platt. Back to Owens up top. Owens goes inside. Out to Middlesworth. Now to Macon. He's kind of wide open right there. Surprised that he didn't take that shot. Cross-court pass to Owens. 2 seconds. Jump shot, and that's nothing but net.
Wow.
15-16.
Zach Owens staring down the Marian bench as he hits that, Noah. Looks like they've been chirping all game over there, and Owens giving them something to quiet down about.
Yeah, that was huge. Kasunel.
Noah, the bigger part that makes it a 1-point game right now.
Sterling with the basketball. And now hands it off to Stowers. Not able to finish. Rebounded by Walter, and he's able to finish. Again, 3-point game now, 18-15. Marian with the lead. 8:25 to go.
Noah, we talked how big rebounds are going to be tonight, and offensive rebounds especially for this night squad. Big block there by Kasunel. Goes to the ground there, and it looks like that ball will stay here for the Foresters.
And that big man, because he was on the ground, there's a big wet spot on the floor, so they got to mop that baby up. Number 12, Mark Albers, he checks back in for Kasunel. That's probably a pretty good sub since the Foresters don't have Tyler Aarons or Wyatt Hughes on the floor right now. Zach Owens inbounding it and gets it in to Platt. Tries to go baseline, but good defense by Sterling Brown. Nick Macon with the basketball. Gets it down to Middlesworth. And number 1, Henderson, he was able to get his hand on that.
Yeah, the senior guard, Noah, showing, his expertise there, doing a good job on the much bigger Middlesworth.
So Andrew Yoder checks in for the Foresters. We'll have to see what kind of impact he can make onto this game. Macon, man, he was just left alone, but he can't even finish the point-blank shot. That is a big missed opportunity for the Foresters. Sterling Brown with the basketball, pulling it out. Passing over to Henderson now in the left corner. He goes to the inside, and again, able to weave his way in between the Foresters' defense for an easy basket.
And without Aarons on the inside, Noah, it almost looks like this Forester defense giving up a lot of points in the paint.
Zach Owens using his quickness just to get around the Marian defense, and man, I mean, that was simple. I mean, it really was.
Yeah, the miscommunication on defense for both sides right now. Offense looking great, though.
Sterling Brown, guarded by Connor Platt, tried to take him to the hole, but couldn't. Now Stowers with the basketball, guarded by Andrew Yoder. Kind of a little bit of a mismatch there. Crosses over, goes to the inside, and gets up to Albers, and could not finish, rebounded by Yoder.
Yeah, the floaty there, no good, but now the Foresters trying to push it.
Macon with the basketball, now down low to Middlesworth. Guarded by 21, Walter, and he's able to finish. He draws a foul, and the foul goes up against number 21, Cameron Walter. His second personal foul, team's 4th. What a finish by Middlesworth.
Yeah, big one. The freshman once again, Noah, showing how good he is this early in his career.
And we will be taking an immediate timeout right here, 19-20. Chance to tie it up with 6:53 left to go. You are watching FDN Sports.
It's hard not to have faith and be close to God when you're out there hours on end pushing your body to its limits. We try to provide a lot of opportunities for the kids to spend time together in a constructive and meaningful way through study hall groups, devotional series, and then our practices. Huntington University is really unique in the fact that on the cross-country team, we have resources and experience and knowledge that no other NEI school has for sure. I can guarantee that.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. Notes by us along with Mr. Ryan Lockhart.
Ooh, mister, getting a little fancy there, Noah. Thank you. Thank you. Should I take a bow? Can we see this on camera real quick?
Oh my gosh, I knew I shouldn't have said that. 19-20 is the score. And Caleb Middlesworth, the freshman from Oak Hill High School, has a chance to tie this one up. And it is up and good. So he is able to tie it up 20-all.
Making almost in the quick steal on that inbounds, Noah. Wow, that would have been a good one.
Yeah, he'll pick your pocket if you're not careful. Stowers with the basketball, tries to go around Owens, cross-court pass to Henderson. 3-ball up, no good. Rebounded by Yoder. He's gotten a couple of rebounds here early on tonight.
You know, I love when we play Andrew Yoder. I think he plays really good defense, and he's able to go up and get those boards. You know, sometimes when we use that smaller lineup, rebounds aren't the greatest. Now Zach Owens going up, not able to get that one, though.
Stowers with the basketball. He goes up strong, and he's able to finish 22-20. But kind of what you were talking about with Andrew Yoder, you know, he's somebody that really doesn't score a lot of points, but he does a lot of things off of the stat sheet. He's just a good passer. You'll see he gets some assists every now and then, but he's just a good middleman, I guess you can say. He's got the ball right now for the Foresters, passing it off to Wyatt Hughes, and that jumper no good. Kind of falling back. I know that he likes the fadeaway shot, but that was really not needed there in that situation. Henderson with the basketball now to Stowers. Stowers guarded by Nick Macon. 15 seconds on the shot clock. Stowers with it, and now to Henderson. Henderson guarded by Zach Owens. Now to 23, Goman. Now Stowers going inside, up with the right hand, and cannot finish. Rebounded by Wyatt Hughes. Wyatt telling Andrew to push the ball. Middlesworth, he's got it. Pass to Owens. Down low to Wyatt Hughes, and he's able to finish 22-all. Almost a goaltending violation right there, but the official, I don't think he was going to call it right there, Ryan.
And Noah, big country running the floor from three-point line all the way in the paint. Give it to the man. Now Sterling Brown there. Not able to get it. Hughes once again trying to come up big for the Foresters, Noah.
Andrew Yoder with the basketball. 25 seconds on the shot clock. Middlesworth for three, no good. Really trying to make a statement right there. I don't know if Coach Platt was necessarily happy with that one, as you still had a lot of time just to set up a good play. But 22-all right here in Platt Arena.
Yeah, and with a little bit of momentum, it felt like the Foresters were getting. I kind of like that shot by Middlesworth, no, because if you hit that three, that's huge.
Sterling Brown able to make a three-pointer. And now 25-22. You know, that was actually only the second three-pointer that was made here today. Marian's now 1 for 6, and Huntington is 1 for 3. Wyatt Hughes, I thought he was going to take a three-point shot. Mishandles it and gets it back. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Macon down low to Owens, wide open, and now it's 24-25 as he gets an easy layup.
Yeah, Kasuno with his back turn talking to Sterling Brown there. Great job by Zach Owens to recognize that.
Wyatt Hughes just trying to play tall. Stowers, though, able to make them pay, going through the defense, 27-24. Kind of like a little 10-foot jumper right there. Nick Macon with the basketball for the Foresters, guarded by Kasuno. He takes a three wide over him. I don't like that shot at all. Try to get it down for a mismatch right there. Now Henderson with the basketball, out to Brown. Three-point basket, nothing but net, 30-24, and the Knights are starting to heat up.
Noah, just like that, the Knights go on an 8-2 run right there. This one will stay here, and we'll get some subs in, Noah. We'll see if the Forsters can regain some of the momentum. Peyton West and Connor Platt in. Middlesworth as well as Macon will take a seat.
Tyler Ahrens, he's going to check back in. He's got 2 personal fouls, so he's going to have to be really careful as he comes out for Wyatt Hughes. But Hughes playing a great game here so far. Just needs to be a little bit smarter, going up stronger for his shots.
Yeah, Hughes 4 points right now for the Forsters, but, you know, a big thing for Tyler Ahrens in the game, Noah, Kasunol's not in the game, so we'll see if he can take control of those fouls.
Zach Owens could not finish the point-blank shot and rebounded by Stowers. Really going to need those to fall if they want a chance to win here tonight. Stowers to Henderson now. 2:35 remaining here in the first half, 24-30. Marian leading the Foresters. And traveling violation called on 21 Walter.
It looked like Walter trying to do maybe a cha-cha slide there and slide back and forth. Noah not getting it. Traveling, that'll go the other way.
Peyton West with the basketball. Again, 24-30. Marian leading the Foresters. Only 1 for 4 tonight for the Foresters for 3-point baskets. Connor Platt goes up, couldn't go up strong, gets his rebound, and a foul will be called. It either could have been a foul or a traveling violation on Connor Platt, but a foul will be called on number 10, Sterling Brown. His first personal foul, team's 5th.
You know, it looked like when Platt was coming down on that, Brown was trying to tie him up, possibly for a jump ball situation there. Maybe catching a little bit more of Connor Platt than he did of the ball, though, and that's why we get that call.
Yeah, Connor Platt kind of had a little bit of a wipeout right there. And not sure what the officials were talking about right there.
Yeah, it looked like Henderson and Zach Owens were both talking there.
And now Zach Owens with the basketball, driving to the inside, back out to Yoder, 3-ball up, no good. Rebounded by Peyton West. And man, he really had to hustle for that one. Owens now with the basketball.
Noah, you say you really had to hustle, but that just looked like a Peyton West play if you ask me.
Tyler Ahrens with the basketball, gunning up with the right hand, can't finish, but rebound basket by Peyton West, 26-30.
And speak of the man himself right there, Peyton West coming back with it. Trying to cut this lead down for the Forsters once again.
Sterling Brown with the basketball for the Knights. Now Henderson up top, looking for Stowers, but man, Peyton West playing some good defense there on Stowers. He's got the ball now. Stowers looking for the big man. Cross-court pass, and 3-ball up, no good by 23. Goman. Offensive rebound, and still could not finish. And that's going to be a foul on Marian. That's going to be on number 21, Walter. Official said he was using too much of his body right there. That is his 3rd personal foul. So that is a pretty big foul.
No, Walter not happy about that one, arguing all the way to the bench. And Kasuno, the senior, taking a little bit of leadership under his wing, kind of telling Walter to keep his head and not get a technical or anything else.
Well, he was saying that he didn't even touch him. So I didn't see, I couldn't see that down low because there were too many guys guarding, but I'm going to go with the official on this one. That was a 6-team foul for the Knights, and Connor Platt starting to get heated up right here, 29-30 as he hits that 3-point basket.
Now under a minute, a 1-point ball game, Noah.
And the cheerleaders, they usually throw balls, like styrofoam balls up into the crowd when Huntington hits a 3. Nobody was looking, so it bounced off of somebody and went onto the court, so officials had to stop play, which I'm sure the Foresters are okay with, but Marian, they were not okay with that.
It looked like Huntington might have been a little bit out of defensive position, so good break for the Foresters if they could ever have one.
Assist goes to the cheerleaders.
Yeah.
Henderson with the basketball, goes inside, back out to 25. Lane Cable not able to make that 3-point shot, gets his own rebound. Actually, that rebound goes up to Goman. 20 seconds remaining here in the first half. A second differential between game clock and shot clock. But Marian really trying to go for that last shot. Stowers with the basketball. 5 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul on Wyatt Hughes. Oh, they have fouls to give. That's why he went up and fouled him. That is his second personal foul, though. So got to be aware with that one. But 5 seconds on the game clock. So that was actually a really smart move by the Foresters. Kasunel giving it off to Stowers. Ball stolen away. Wyatt Hughes going up. And that basket's going to be no good. So at the half, Foresters going into this one down by 1, 29-30. We're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we will have some halftime stats for you, and we will then have second half action. You are watching FDN Sports.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest, and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student, we want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment includes a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school, or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
So Powder Puff football is 2 teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the 2 end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play 2 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, oh, snap.
Powder Puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder Puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder Puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen. And how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
Well, some other schools, digital media arts and media in general might kind of just be an afterthought. They might just store their gear in a closet. We have a dedicated place for all equipment. We have a dedicated staff member and a small team of students here to help out with all equipment needs.
Life at Huntington, DMA Equipment Center, take one.
We call it the Cage, and to our best knowledge, it's probably stands for Camera, Audio, Grip, and Electrical.
The Cage, or the Equipment Center as some people call it, is really the hub of all equipment and resources for all of the film, broadcast, animation projects. So if you need camera equipment, audio, lighting, anything that'll help you out on set on a project, this is the place to get it.
What I do here at the Equipment Center, one of it is manage our physical assets with the department. The even bigger part of that is the interaction with the students.
Equipment usage at Huntington differs from a lot of other schools in the sense that they actually allow freshmen to get hands-on experience with the equipment that is provided here at the Cage.
So my job is to help people who need to reserve orders. I help people check out orders, spaces that are rentable, so Studio A, edit suites, the Foley pit, scheduling all those.
It also teaches students how a real rental house might work, so equipment care, the rental process, it covers all of that. So it's really foundational and important for the students' education too.
It's always evolving, it's always improving, it's always growing, which is a reflection of an industry standard.
Camera technology is constantly changing. You wait 5 minutes and there's an upgrade. That's probably the biggest challenge, and trying to stay on top of a good camera to student ratio so we can get hands-on with everybody.
Great question.
We're able to actually add a little bit more than just checking in and checking out equipment. We oftentimes will actually give advice to students.
If they have questions, it can be demonstrated to them, and they can get extra learning, and they can pick up some new skills that they might not be able to in a classroom.
It's not just a job. You get to learn all about the film equipment here too.
It's kind of just a central place where everybody can just come.
Anytime we're open,
we have all of the gear.
Talk to a Cage worker.
Really learn from day one.
And cut.
Everything has a beginning, a moment where a dream becomes an idea, and an idea a creation. Cutting-edge creators are engaging in the ever-changing medium of digital media. But one thing never changes, and that's story. We are storytellers. Whether it's on set, in the lab, or in the field, we are always looking to understand the heart of society and explore the depths of human nature. The goal is to make captivating, moving narratives that the world will want to view and cherish. But the journey to that goal is vital. Where you learn and how you learn makes all the difference. Every great movie or broadcast has a creative body working behind it, and those artists and technicians had to learn, had to start somewhere. They needed a place to tap into their passions and train in their craft. Digital media is a living, breathing thing, consisting of a network of moving parts. Different skills are necessary for a healthy creative body. Some skills you may not have even heard of yet. And without each of those individual breathing parts, we would look and sound a whole lot like this. We need you. In Huntington University's Digital Media
Welcome
Arts
back, ladies and gentlemen, to Platt Arena. I'm Noah Tobias along with Ryan Lockhart, and you are watching FDN Sports, but you also could be listening to 105.5 WQHU. We appreciate all those listeners from there. So we'll just go right into it, to some halftime statistics. For Marian, leading the team, there are two players with 8 points. That's TJ Henderson and also Cameron Walter. They both have 8 points. With 6 points is Sterling Brown, and with 4 points, Wes Stowers and Reginald Casanel. And really, keeping Casanel to only 4 points is pretty good. I mean, really, the defense has done a fairly good job, but I think they just need to start double teaming down low because he's getting way too comfortable down low when it's just one-on-one. He's got a nice fake to the right and then going back to the inside and being able to finish with the right hand. They're actually being out-rebounded right now, 16-18. So the Foresters are out-rebounding them. They only have 3 turnovers, which is a great number, but they also have 2 blocks and 3 steals. Both of those blocks coming from Casunel. From the field, they are shooting 13 of 31, which is 42%. 2 of 9 for threes, which is 22%, kind of a low number right there. And they are 2 for 2 from the free throw line, which is a good old 100%. For the Foresters, Caleb Middlesworth and Zach Owens both leading the Foresters with 9 points. With 5 points, Connor Platt, and also Peyton West, he has 2. And Wyatt Hughes, he has 4 points. Those are the only 4 points that our bench has had. The Foresters have 5 turnovers. For Caleb Middlesworth, he is 4 of 6 from the field here so far tonight. Zach Owens, 4 of 8, and 1 for 1 for threes. For the Foresters as a team, they are 13 of 29 from the field, 45%. 2 of 6 for three-pointers, which is 33%, and 1 of 1 for free throws. So that's kind of odd. You know, the Foresters only attempting 1 free throw in a half. It's usually up to, I don't know, Ryan, would you say about 8 free throws a half for the Foresters that they're averaging?
Yeah, I'd say that's probably about right, but no, when you got the number 1 and the number 2 team in the nation leading in free throw percentage, you're not going to see a lot of fouls because neither of these teams want to send the other one to the line. I mean, that's basically free points you're giving them. Both teams shooting 87%, so no, we'll see the adjustments at halftime. It's only a 1-point ball game. The Foresters, I don't think have been playing great in that first half, but they've been playing good enough to stay in this one. And with how Marian looked at a couple different times going on a couple big runs, I think the Foresters, if they can come out, get a couple big points early, this is their half to win.
Yeah, as we start off the second half, we'll have to see what both coaches drew up on the whiteboards. Again, 29-30 as we start off the second half. Connor Platt with the basketball. And now Tyler Ahrens tried to get down low to Middlesworth, but stolen away by number 12, Albers. Stowers with it. Passing outside to Henderson, and he's not able to finish. Rebounded by Ahrens. And a foul goes on number 12, Albers. That is going to be his first personal foul, team's first, and second half's first. Connor Platt with the basketball. Again, they really need a basket here early just to make a statement that they're not going to go away and that they really want this game. Yoder with it, going inside, and able to finish with the right hand, and that is exactly what I was talking about.
Yoder with a beautiful little up and under, not under the basket, under Casunel, Noah. Not sure if I've seen that move in basketball, but hey, if it works, we'll take it.
Stowers with the basketball, trying to get it down to Casunel. He does. Fronts Tyler Ahrens, and going up with the left hand. Can't finish, though, rebounded by Connor Platt.
Maybe the slowest post spin move we've seen in history, Noah. Casunel not able to get that.
Connor Platt with the basketball. Now to Ahrens. He puts up a 3. No good. And that foul is going to go on Andrew Yoder. That's going to be his first personnel foul, team's first out of the second half. And that's a bummer because he was just trying to tip the ball away to give Huntington a chance to get possession of it. But he ended up getting a Marian Knight's arm. And you could hear the slap even through the headphones that we're wearing right now.
You know, that's one of those 50-50s that sometimes will get called, sometimes you won't. You know, in the Crossroads League where things are played a little tougher, you normally don't see those calls.
Casunel with the basketball again, fronting Ahrens, faking right, going left, but finishes with the right hand. Again, that's been working all night long. 32-31, Marian with the lead now with 18 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Sterling Brown with the steal. Nice pass to Stowers and almost blocked by Owens. Just a half a second, beat him by a half a second there. 31-34. Andrew Yoder getting it down to Connor Platt and knocking the ball away. That'll stay with the Foresters. 20 seconds on the shot clock.
Yeah, Sterling Brown showing a lot better defense here in the second half for the Knights. Kind of come out and exploding out of a cannon on that one to try to get the steal. Back-to-back steals it would have been, Noah.
Yoder asking his teammates to start moving, and Middlesworth able to, well, he ended up finding a cutting Middlesworth and able to finish there, 33-34, only down by 1 now. Brown with the basketball. Nice help defense by Tyler Ahrens. Stowers for 3, and that is through the hoop. I guess you could say boom baby right there, Ryan.
Yeah, Noah Stowers, the runner-up last year to the Player of the Year. Kyle Mangus, the freshman, exploding on the scene, but right now Stowers not playing great in this one, but well enough to keep this Marian team in it. Another foul there on Tyler Ahrens, Noah, and that makes 3 for him early in the second half.
Yeah, he's really gonna have to start playing smarter there. I think he's just getting frustrated because he hasn't had a lot of touches down low. And that's definitely something a lot of other teams here in the Crossroads League, they're gonna have to learn, is to limit those touches by Ahrens. Stowers, he's able to finish as he's just hanging up in the air.
And that two-man game with Casuno and Stowers right now is looking great for the Knights.
Owens passing it off to Ahrens, back to Owens. 16:50 left to go here in the second half. Zach Owens getting the ball blocked by Casuno. And Coach Platt really wanting a goaltending violation, but he does not get it. Hendrickson, man, he is able to hit that 3. 42-33, Foresters down by 9 now. And man, that was a quick 9 points. That is a 30-second timeout, so we will stay right here.
Noah, coming out of halftime right now, the Knights are on a 12-4 run. 12-3 run, excuse me. Noah, what's been the big difference here on this run for the Knights compared to the Foresters?
I mean, they're getting a couple of steals. They're really just hitting their shots. I mean, really, I don't think we saw the full Marian Knights team there in that first half. I think they're really starting to come out on fire, and the Foresters, they're coming up point blank. I mean, they're making some silly turnovers. I mean, they're in the first half. They did have 5 turnovers, but, I mean, now they're up to 8 turnovers, so that's 3 quick turnovers for the Foresters, and, you know, those turnovers are definitely turning into points for the Knights. And delay of game is going to be called on the Foresters, I believe.
Yeah, no, I believe they're going to say the Foresters were late coming out of their timeout right there. Yeah. And Coach Platt going back was not happy about that no goaltend call.
Yeah, he has definitely been upset with the officials here tonight. I think it's a couple close calls. I couldn't tell if that was a goaltending violation or not, because I'm sure he could, because he had a down-the-line view of what the backboard was. Middlesworth, though, he doesn't care. He's going to put down a basket of his own. 35-42 with 16:20 remaining.
Yeah, the freshman's been playing great. 11 points right now, Noah, and Middlesworth not letting Casuno get to him on the night. That might be a matchup the Foresters need to go to more often.
Henderson with the basketball, driving to the inside, Euro step, and able to finish. That was a pretty big basket by him. And Zach Owens goes inside, and a lot of contact going on. Loses the basketball. Henderson with the basketball. Outside, the Stowers, 3-ball up, no good. That was a little short. Controlled by Yoder. Now Platt, he's got it. He does not have numbers. Pulls up anyways, and he's able to drain it.
Sterling Brown trying to come down the court and play some defense. Hand up, so what? Doesn't matter. Connor Platt right now looks like he's ready to take over this game, Noah. Has the game face on.
Yeah, he's ready. 37-44 with 15:20 remaining. Henderson, man, that was a nice fake put on Andrew Yoder. Zach Owens with the basketball. Again, lead back to 9 points, 37-46. Yoder in the corner, and that 3-ball is good. Putting it through the bread basket.
The junior getting in on this one. Give him 5 points for the night now. No, the Foresters trying to climb back in it. Still down 6 points, 46-40 right now.
Number 12, Albers with the basketball. Hand off to Henderson. Yeah, Stowers in the corner. 10 seconds on the shot clock. And a foul is going to be on Caleb Middlesworth. They're going to say that he had his arm to the back.
They're going to call that one on Yoder, Noah. They're going to say Yoder made contact with Kasuno coming through. I am not a fan of that call whatsoever.
Yeah, that was really off ball, and it's going to be a media timeout. So we'll take it along with them. 40-46, Marian still leading the Foresters. We'll be back.
This is how we like to do it.
Welcome back to Platt Arena. 14:38 remaining here in this ball game between the Huntington University Foresters and the Marian University Knights. 46-40. Knights leading the Foresters in this one. It's really been a tough ball game for the Foresters. They kind of get themselves up there. They got themselves a little bit of a lead there in the first half, but haven't really been able to get anything close to that here in the second. Stowers with the basketball for the Knights. He pulls up for three and drains it home. 49-40. It's definitely not what Coach Platt wanted.
Yeah, Middlesworth leaving him alone, electing to roll inside, and Stowers just benefiting from that.
Macon to Platt. He pulls up for three. That's short and rebounded by Lane Cable. Stowers got the basketball now to Henderson on the right side. Back up to Albers. Albers finding Henderson. And three ball up and drains it home yet again. Man, Marian heating up from the three-point line. And I think we were really afraid of this, Ryan. Middlesworth now, he'll take a three. That's in and out. Rebounded by Walter.
And as hot as the Knights are, the Foresters on the opposite end are cold right now. Now Stowers up, gets a shot just from outside the elbow, Noah. The Knights going to run here 54-40. They lead, and wow, they've blown this one almost wide open right here.
That is going to be a full timeout taken by the Foresters. 40-54, Marian leads. We will be right back. Welcome back to Platt Arena. 54-40. Man, Marian University come out high. They are now shooting 52% from the field. 6 of 14 for threes, which is 43%. They are not holding anything back here.
Yeah, no, one of our keys to the game, dominate guard play for Marian. Marian's done that so far. Stowers, 16 points. Henderson, 18 points. Both of them averaging 19 right now on the season, Noah, but both these guys right now, they're just taking over the game for Marian. Even though Marian's got the size on the inside, It's the guard plays that's making the big difference right now.
West passing off to Macon. Platt goes inside, and he's able to finish. Nice move by the junior. Down by 12 with 13:09 remaining. Henderson with the basketball. Guarded closely by Nick Macon. Now Stowers with it. Stowers cutting the inside. Henderson with the 3 ball, no good. Gonna be a foul on Caleb Middlesworth. What in the world is this official gonna call?
No, it looked like Middlesworth had his arm locked up.
And the official's gonna call, an intentional foul on number 21, Cameron Walter, his 4th personal foul, and the Marian coach is really unhappy. And honestly, I think that entire foul, no matter what he was gonna call, was gonna be horrible.
Yeah, a couple interesting calls here in the second half so far, Noah. I think both teams really confused on this. Head coach Scott Headley for the Knights looking for an explanation. And Noah, I don't even know if I could give an explanation for this one here. Middlesworth able to get both of his free throws to fall, though.
Tyler Ahrens will check in for him. And now the Foresters will get a fresh 30 seconds on the shot clock, and they will get the ball.
But no, with those 2 free throws now, that does make this a 10-point ball game in favor of the Knights, 54-44, 12:53 remaining. Welcome to Indiana basketball, Noah.
I mean, it's an interesting call, to say the least.
Play on, as they say in baseball, I suppose.
Connor Platt, he's got the ball. Back out to Ahrens. Fadeaway 3, no good. Not fadeaway, but fade to the right side. Same thing, 44-54 with 12:30 remaining. Number 4, Stowers passed it off to Albers. Handing it off to 25, Lane Cable. To Brown, to Stowers, trying to get it down to number 5, Kasunal. Fades away, and nothing but net. Let the big dog eat, as they say.
You know, the big guy like that, 6'11", using that big 6'11" body. Now Tyler Ahrens looking to come on the other side.
Cross-court pass to Nick Macon, barely kept in bounds there. Fake, crossover, pull up, and it's nothing but net.
Bombastic, Noah. He just put him in the spin cycle there. Great job by Macon. Off the bench, but not showing any emotion there.
Put that on his highlight reel. Almost a reach by Peyton West right there. Wow, that was intense. Number 4, Stowers with the basketball. Crossover of his own. Ball gets poked away. Kasunal now with the basketball. And back out. 5 seconds on the shot clock. 25, Lane Cable able to knock down a 3. That'll shut the home crowd up.
Freshman Lane Cable, maybe a freshman, Noah, but a 3-year varsity starter, was an all-state player that won a championship his senior year, just like a few of the Foresters have.
Macon to West, 3 ball up, and able to answer. 49-59, the Foresters do not want to go away right here, and they are showing it.
Noah, can we get 6 points? I think that one dropped once, come back out and dropped again. Can we somehow talk to stats about that one?
I'd say that makes a good argument. Kasunal's trying to get in on the action, but could not get it in there. Foresters with the basketball. Corner 3 by Platt, no good. Rebound, and he draws a foul by Peyton West. And Tyler Ahrens looks like he jammed a finger right there. His fingers are already taped, but man, you can definitely tell that he's in some pain. And I would say that was a shooting foul. Foul on number 5, Kasunal. That's his first personal foul. And Peyton West will get 2 free throws. Timeout called by Marian University. Just making sure that they know that Peyton West will get the free throws, and a full timeout taken by them. 49-59 with 10:35 left to play. We will be back from Platt Arena.
biggest thing that has shocked me about the program is the appeal the program has across the country. We recruit kids and get kids from all over. We've had kids from Florida, Maryland, Hawaii, California, Washington. We've got several recruits coming up from Texas and Louisiana. Men's team, women's team, it doesn't matter. Everybody is really a close-knit type group. If they do fall behind in classes, they absolutely have to come to us, find them tutors. We'll find somebody on the team that can help them with classes, and we will make any and all necessary things and adjustments for them to catch up on their studies. Any player that's gone through this program in the past is just as much part of our family group now as they were when they bowled. And that is something that's really special and different about our program from a lot of other programs.
Noah, can I just say this has been a fun game so far? We were just talking back and forth. Some of the interesting calls back and forth and just the way the game swung both ways for the team so far. West able to get that first one. I love basketball, Noah. I love basketball. In about 3 minutes, Noah, the Forsters have went on an 11-5 run right now. Forsters need to keep this momentum, still down 8 points though. Are the fans celebration on the missed dunk, or is that on the charge call, Noah? Noah, don't tell Tyler Ahrens that Casuno is bigger than him. He doesn't care. The senior for the Forsters going right in Casuno's lane. Yeah, beautiful, almost no look pass, and Henderson pulling up in his face. Boom, baby! A 3 for the night. Wow, Noah.
Pass.
Now Tyler Ahrens with the 3. Can't get it, but Payne West with the big rebound there, Noah. Keeps this possession alive for the Forsters.
Zach Owens to Nick Macon. And another basket by the Foresters. Man, what a game by these Foresters. They just will not go away. 25, Lane Cable passing off to Henderson. Now Mizuno going inside, able to finish with the right hand. 66-55. So that lead back to double digits. Peyton West with the basketball and a very lazy pass. Knocking heads, Tyler Ahrens and Casuno. Sterling Brown, pull up 3, no good. The big man getting hacked all over the place, and a foul will be called. Foul goes up against number 23, Spencer Ballinger.
Noah Sterling Brown had a 3-on-1 fast break, but didn't elect to take it there. Elected to take the three-pointer instead. And it looks like we're gonna have a 30-second timeout now. No, right now, the Knights lead 66-55. An 11-point ball game with just under 8 minutes left. What do the Forcers need to do? Maybe an adjustment with this timeout to stay in this game and get back into this game.
Well, this game has simply been on runs. Who is going to have the biggest run? Marian, man, they came out strong there here in that second half. And, I mean, they had a huge run. And then Forcers are kind of had a run of their own, got stopped a little bit, then had a run of their own. Really, they just need to go on another big run, but they can't afford to get stopped again, especially because there's under 8 minutes left to go. 7:52, again, 55-66. Marian leading the Foresters. Stowers passed it in to Wolter. Stowers back with it. He goes to the inside pull-up jumper, and that is good. So extending the lead to 13, 68-55 with 7:35 remaining. Peyton West handing off to Macon, to Owens. And the Platt getting it to Macon. Jabs to baseline. Finally gets it into Wyatt Hughes. And not able to finish with the right hand, but rebounded by Albers.
And Noah, this is where this Knights team is dangerous. You have a couple senior guys and some good shooters on this team, plus you have that presence down low. We'll see if Marian looks to finish the game early here.
Well, they're definitely wanting to, as Wolter getting that one in there off the backboard. So 70-55 with 6:55 left to go. West getting it to Connor Platt. Now he brings the inside and pick up a foul right there. Goes on number 12, Mark Albers. That is his second personal foul, team 5th. Connor Platt at the free throw line, shooting 2. Connor Platt is an 88% free throw shooter. Very consistent from the line. That one is nothing but net. Middlesworth checking in for Peyton West. Connor Platt's second free throw up, no good. Rebounded by Wolter.
Noah, defense is going to be pivotal for this Forster team. They're going to try to get back in it. They got to slow down Stowers and Henderson.
Number 10, Brown, passing over to Stowers, but definitely Stowers, he's got 18 points. You need to stop him. Speaking of him, he misses that three-point shot, rebounded by Wyatt Hughes. Ball getting tipped out of bounds by number 12, Albers. That's good heads-up play by him. Checking in now, number 5, Reginald Casano. And he'll check in for number 12, Mark Albers. So get some more height on the floor for the Knights. Owens passing it in to Macon. Macon got the basketball. Man, what a mismatch. And finally gets off to Owens.
Noah, Henderson down low is on Middlesworth. They go to it now. Middlesworth not able to get that shot, but a nice mismatch there for the Foresters.
Yeah, it's a good thing that they recognized it when they did, but Middlesworth really not making the smart decision as Casuno tried to come down and help on that mismatch. Just tried to take it himself, but should have passed it out to another Forester. Henderson out to Casuno, to Stowers, 4-3, no good. And a foul gonna be on number 2, Nick Macon, his first personal foul, team 5th. He was on the backside there and kind of put an elbow to the back of a Knight. Number 44, Tyler Aarons checking in for Wyatt Hughes.
No, Hughes so far tonight hasn't done a terrible job when trying to guard Casuno. You know, I don't think anybody's done a great job on Casuno all year, but Hughes proven his best effort tonight.
Number 10, Brown with the basketball. 5:30 remaining here in this ball game. The Knights up 70-56. Stowers with the ball, now up to Brown. And Henderson, 10 seconds on the shot clock. Ball goes down and is not tipped by a Forster, so they get the ball.
Yeah, it looked like Tyler Ahrens was going to almost play defense on that and try to intercept it. Electing to let it go out and stop the clock for just a moment here. 70-56, your Forsters down with 5:15 remaining, Noah.
Yeah, really, that was tough for the Knights because that was not a good entry pass at all. Not a very consistent entry pass as Connor Platt draws a foul up on number 10, Sterling Brown. That is his second personal foul, team 6. So the next one will put the Foresters into the 1 in bonus. And Zach Owens going to pass it in for the Foresters. He gets it into Nick Macon. Again, 56-70 is the score. Marian leading the Foresters. Owens going to the inside, out to Middlesworth. He shoots a 3, and that is good.
No, maybe that's the momentum the Forsters need to get back into this one. Down 11 points. We'll see if they can get a big stop here on defense.
Well, they need to do something quick if they want to have any chance of coming back into this ball game. Stowers with the basketball, driving in on Connor Platt. Out to Walter. He goes in, and a foul will be called on Middlesworth. It'll be his first personal foul, team 6. So the next foul that Huntington commits, that'll put Marian into the 1 in bonus for the remainder of this one.
Right now on the floor for your Forsters, Caleb Middlesworth has the most points with 15, followed by 10 from Connor Platt as Walter will make his first one at the line and gives him 10 on the night.
Henderson, he has 21, and he is leading the Knights. Stowers also has 18, so both of them putting up big numbers here tonight. 59-72 with 4:30 remaining here in this contest between the Marian University Knights and the Huntington University Foresters. Macon with the basketball, getting it to Middlesworth. Macon pulls up for 3, no good. And that one will bounce on out of bounds. Timeout called by Marian, 30-second timeout, so we will keep it here. Again, 59-72 with 4:13 remaining. Ryan, what do the Foresters have to do to just have a chance to win this basketball game? Because they just look drained right now.
You know, the biggest problem so far, they just haven't been able to slow down these 2 guards for the Knights, that being Henderson and Stowers. Henderson right now 21 points on the night. Stowers 18 points, Noah. Those guards have been big. Also, points off turnovers. The Knights have 10 of them, and they're getting a lot going in the paint with 36 points, Noah. Seems like every time the Foresters start to slow down the outside game, the Knights go inside. Every time they start to slow down the inside, vice versa, it goes outside. Marian team is very good, Noah, and I think they'll be able to make a big run this season in the NAI National Tournament. Made it to the Elite 8 last year.
So you mentioned the national tournament, and we've said one other time this year that the Crossroads League Conference is the toughest conference in the country, and we are very right about that. Number 9, Spring Arbor. Number 5, Mount Vernon. Number 23, Bethel. Number 4, Indiana Wesleyan. Number 19, St. Francis. Number 15, Marian. I mean, more than half of the teams in the Crossroads League are ranked in the top 25, and it is just crazy how competitive this conference is. Stowers able to make another 3-pointer, making it 75-59 with 3:35 remaining here in this ball game. Aaron's thought about the 3, out to Owens, and he is able to make it 3. 62-75, nice answer by the sophomore.
Yeah, Zach Owens able to cut into this lead just a little bit, Noah. That'll give him 9 points on the night.
And number 4, Stowers with the basketball. Over to Henderson, wide open, took his time. I think he was just kind of surprised how wide open he was, and that's why he missed that 3-pointer. Macon with the basketball, down low to Ahrens, going up against Walter and able to finish with the right hand. he's been going to that right hand a little bit more, but a full timeout has been called by the Foresters. So 64-75, and we will take a quick break right here from Platt Arena.
It's hard not to have faith and to be close to God when you're out there hours on end pushing your body to its limits. We try to provide a lot of opportunities for the kids to spend time together in a constructive and meaningful way through study hall groups, devotional series, and then our practices. Huntington University is really unique in the fact that on the cross-country team, we have resources and experience and knowledge that no other NEI school has for sure. I can guarantee that.
$64-75. This has been a pretty interesting ball game here, Ryan, with the different runs that have been going on and just trying to, really the big men have been, I would say, pretty much eliminated in this game. Really, it's just whoever can shoot better. Because both teams are getting some pretty good looks, but the big men really have not been a huge factor, or at least as big of a factor as I thought they were going to be here in this game.
And the big reason for that, just field goal percentage as well as three-point percentage has been down for both teams. Now, I don't know if you credit that to good defense or bad offense, because I think we've seen a little bit of both of them tonight. But Stowers, wow, what a great pull-up there right in front of Tyler Ahrens to extend this lead, 77-64.
Yeah, he's got 23 on the night, and he is having a night, that's for sure. Ball stolen away by Henderson, making... Well, he was thinking about it, but I would say that was a good decision to not try to go up for that block as Henderson threw it down. Zach Owens thought about going up, and he goes up, and foul on number 4, Wes Stowers. That's going to be a second personal foul. Team 7th.
Yeah, Owens almost in trouble right under the basket there. Couldn't go up. And then you also get Kasuno, the big 6'11 guy that just towers over the 6'1 Owens.
Owens first free throw up and good. 65-79. West comes in for Macon.
Making 4 points on the night, Noah. Not sure if we'll see him again, but off the bench hasn't been terrible in what has been, 6 games we haven't seen him in here recently?
Owens able to make his second one as well, went 2 for 2, 66-79. And foul. I'm sorry, wow, foul. No, that's more like a timeout. And that's going to be taken by Marian. And that's going to be a full timeout, and we will take it along with them. 66-79 with a minute 53 left to go.
It's hard not to have faith and to be close to God when you're out there hours on end pushing your body to its limits. We try to provide a lot of opportunities for the kids to spend time together in a constructive and meaningful way through study hall groups, devotional series, and then our practices. Huntington University is really unique in the fact that on the cross-country team, we have resources and experience and knowledge that no other NEI school has for sure. I can guarantee that.
$66-79 with a minute 53 remaining here in Platt Arena. Marian definitely coming in here and showing why they are ranked 15th in the nation. Number 12, Albers with the basketball. He checked in there in that last dead ball. And Stowers now with it. Now cutting back towards the middle. Pull-up three, and that's no good. Rebounded by Connor Platt. And it looks like Kasunel, he's injured right now, but he's trying to fight through the pain, but I don't know what is going on right now. It's like his hip or something.
No, remember back to the first half when Kasunel fell to the ground? After he got up, he was holding his back, and then when he first come out of halftime, I saw him holding it as well. I didn't think it was anything, you know, to be worried about, but I know you just mentioned him holding it a lot more now. You got to think if you're a Knight fan, there's nothing wrong with him because he's a huge part of this offense, and I don't mean just because he's 6'11", Noah.
Well, he just pointed over to the bench and said that he was okay, but, oh man, when he ran down the floor right there, I am not confident in what he's saying. 68-79. Forster still trail the Knights. They need to do something really quick if they want to even get close to the Knights. Henderson just dribbling back and forth, just trying to waste some time right here. Stowers now with it. He's going to drive to the inside floater, and Kasunel couldn't finish. And now a foul, and I believe that's going to be on number 4, Middlesworth. And that's going to be on 44, Aarons. His 4th personal foul. Team 7th. But, man, he's still grabbing his side. And I think they're about ready to take him out. Kasunel at the line, shooting 2. First one up and good, rattles home. Actually, they're not going to sub for him. Number 21, Wolter, he's checking in for Albers. I'm shocked. I would, if he's even in a little bit of pain, I would get him out.
You know, head coach Scott Headley in his year and a half about here, 31-15 for the Marian Knights, and has really helped turn around this program, Noah. Usually used to be one of the bottom feeders, now up toward the top.
Just a bad pass by Nick Macon. Another turnover. That's going to be turnover number 12, and foul on number 1, Zach Owens. That is his first personal foul. Team 8th, and man, these Forsters, they are losing energy quick.
Yeah, no, you mentioned the 12 fouls for the Forsters. You look over at Marian, they played very disciplined tonight, only 5 on the night.
Henderson able to make his first free throw. Makes it 82-68 with 51 seconds remaining. And I think it's safe to say that this one's pretty much over. Tyler Aarons has got the ball. Passing off to Zach Owens. We'll have to see if he can do anything big here. And able to take it in, but a goaltending violation on Kasunel. I think Coach Platt's going to have a couple of words for the official about earlier.
Yeah, and I think head coach Scott Headley for the Knights on the same boat on that. No, they might have a little conference after the game. Shout out to our cameraman, Bray Snyder, under the basket, though, not getting hit by Kasunel. A big 6'11" frame coming crashing down.
It's like the lone chicken leg over there. And Stowers with it, passing up to Albers, and Albers will be fouled by Connor Platt.
82-70 left in the 82-70 the score, Noah. 38 seconds left in the ball game, and this will be a 1-1 for the Knights.
Again, 82-70, 38 seconds remaining. Gosh, that was an interesting shot.
Almost looked like Woolton's the man that starts in the first half, Noah.
It's almost like he hesitates and then just pushes it. I think he just hesitates right in the middle of a shot.
Hey, whatever gets the basket to go, that's what matters.
That's true. That's very true. Owens, he'll pull up for 3. Able to drain that one. Makes it 73-84. And Forsters do not want to give up. And number 4, Stowers, has the ball. Shot clock should be turned off as It is ahead. And foul on Peyton West. And just kind of pointless now with 13 seconds remaining. 84-73.
You know, Stowers and Henderson on the night. 24 points for Henderson, 23 for Stowers. They've been like the DC all night, and all-you-can-eat buffet. Just all night, no, they've been going at it.
First free throw up is good by Albers. Yeah, really, Marian has played a great game here tonight. Albers making his second one. 86-73 is the score. West trying to get a couple more points on it. Could not do it. Rebounded by Kasunal. And a foul by Nick Macon. Really just not needed. Oh, actually, it's a traveling violation. Okay. I did not see the official there. I was being blocked by yet another official. But, man, okay. I was wrong there. Connor Platt trying to add to it and could not. Now rebounded by Kasunal. And Nick Macon just trying to stir up something there. That's going to be the final score, 73-86, right here in Platt Arena. The Knights from Marian take home yet another win. We'll take a quick break, but when we come back, we'll have an interview from Coach Platt himself and some final game statistics. We will be back.
What does it mean to impact your community? As a broadcast media major at Huntington University, you'll explore that question and uncover the heart of storytelling. Tell real-life stories of the world around you from day one and uncover why it matters to the campus, community, and beyond. It could be in our live TV studio through our award-winning newscast, broadcasting home athletic events, or running HU's very own radio station. You'll have the opportunity to use industry-standard equipment from 4K cameras to instant replay to better prepare you for a future career. In addition to foundational courses, you'll have the chance to specialize in church media, corporate media, news, or marketing and sales. Or spend your last summer interning in one of America's largest cities, Phoenix, Arizona. In this one-of-a-kind opportunity, you'll have a home base at Huntington University's Arizona Center for Digital Media as you launch into professional opportunities catered toward your area of interest and enjoy the sunshine in the process. Your professional network begins as soon as you become a Forester. Broadcast media majors at HU have a long-standing history of success in the job market. You'll be connected with alumni who have gone before you, not to mention all of your professors have industry experience. You've been given a gift. Why not use it to impact your world for Christ? Huntington University Broadcast Media. Real life stories, real world experiences. Impact your community.
I am Dr. Fred Miller. I am the Department Chair of Kinesiology and also an exercise science professor at Huntington University. Huntington University is unique as far as they get a lot of one-on-one attention from the professor, helping them learn the information or helping them minister a test, whereas some universities you don't get that one-on-one from the professors. One of our themes focuses is on being a Christian and trying to be a good role model for others. We're here, we really care about the student and want to see that student succeed, not just preparing them for their future career, but also we want to prepare them to be a servant for God. Huntington University, we have a lot of equipment that students will get an opportunity to use and experience. Some of the equipment we have include a bod pod, which is very famous. We also have other interesting equipment that students will get to use. That equipment includes a VO2 Max, a metabolic cart system. There's also a lot of equipment including other health measures. Students will get plenty of opportunity to learn how to use all this equipment, and they will get administering it to other students. Oftentimes students who get an undergraduate degree in exercise science will go on to physical therapy school or even they will go on to physician assistant school. And then also another common career path for students is to become a strength conditioning specialist and mainly work with athletes. Exercise science is a degree where students will gain a lot of knowledge about health, but having someone that has the knowledge and experience to help an individual to get fit, to get healthy is important. And students at Huntington University, they learn about knowledge that's credible and that's important for students to have so they can help these individuals.
So powder puff football is two teams divided up by floors, and then they all have flags, so it's just a flag football game. And so we have the two end zones, and it's just like a regular game. We usually play two 20-minute halves, and it's just a good time for everybody to get some football in since we don't have a football team here as a sport.
Let's go, oh, snap.
Powder puff to me is something that actually opened me up at Huntington.
And for me, just as a freshman, obviously, like I get to know all the different girls on my floor, and we all grow closer together.
Powder puff just means a lot of unity between the girls on the floor, and just provided a lot of good fun between all the other girls on campus as well.
Powder puff means to me, it just signifies some of the best times that you're going to have during homecoming weekend.
Here in Huntington University's film program, we offer a one-of-a-kind experience. You'll have access to state-of-the-art equipment and the opportunity to gain practical experience on set. But what really sets us apart from other universities? While the films that we make are important to us, we give special attention to how we make them. In our film program, we understand the process behind making a film is just as important as the finished product you see on screen. And how we treat one another on set has a big impact. Which is why our program is part of the Kinema Commonwealth, a group of filmmakers dedicated to creating an environment of mutual respect that values individual artists over the bottom line. Our goal is to create excellent works of cinematic art and storytelling that both entertain and turn those involved into better people. We hold to 3 community values that make up the Kinema Manifesto. The first is respect for the individual, in which the time, energy, resources, and personal well-being of the artist are shown full respect. Artists are not just used for their talents, but embraced as collaborators. The second is respect for the community, where the natural environment, the local community, and the audience are all treated with the utmost care and respect. Filmmaking impacts not only the filmmakers, but those around us too. The third is respect for the art, because each filmmaker should be given artistic freedom to work creatively and to the best of their ability, while remembering that we are all working towards the same story. We believe that by living out these community values daily, the resulting projects will be works of passion, infused with the artistic voices of all the filmmakers. Our hope is that our students will not only practice these values during their 4 years here, but that they will take them into the professional industry and over time, revolutionize the way films are made in the United States and the rest of the world. We are striving to create leaders who pursue excellence in their craft while showing love and respect to those around them.
Welcome everybody to the post-game show. I'm Noah Tobias along with Coach. As just a tough battle here tonight. What do you think a couple of the factors were? Just kind of getting off to a slow start, and then especially in the second half we kind of got to a slow start. But what do you think a couple of the factors were there?
I thought we played hard, but I thought that we let Stowers get too open a couple times and got him going. He got a layup and an uncontested shot or three, and all of a sudden now he's rolling. He's really, 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 really good. And then Henderson is, I mean, he didn't average 11 points or whatever he did last year at IUPUI and play 3 years there, and for some reason transfer into Marian here for his senior year if he's not good. And so he shook loose and was able to get rolling as well. When both those guys do that, that's tough. And then, we didn't have the performances out of a couple of our guys that we needed offensively, and so consequently it kind of compounded on us, and we ended up getting beat.
Well, yeah, and so you mentioned both Stowers and Henderson both teams got out to a slow start in their first half, but why do you think they ended up coming out of that slow start faster than we did?
Well, we didn't play with the defensive intensity or effort that we did in the first half like we should have in the second. We get down, and then sometimes we get a little bit more about like, I'm just going to go do this myself, and you can't do that. You've got to still continue to play as a team, and we can't get caught up into who we're playing against because we've known him for life, or we do all these kinds of things, or we live in the same area. It's got to be a thing where we're taking on them as a collective unit, and nobody's trying to do it themselves.
So you kind of have a little bit of a break here in the middle of Conference League. Are you ready for that kind of a little bit of a break, because you guys are going to be playing against IU Northwest here this Saturday? Do you think it'll be kind of good for you guys to rest a little bit and then try some different things out, or what are your thoughts on that?
The non-conference teams that we got left to play are all pretty good, and so we're going to have to come to play. Obviously, the conference games mean everything in regards to what we're trying to do, but now we got to try to refocus and get better and get ready to play Spring Arbor here in 3 weeks or whatever it is. And it starts by trying to get after IU Northwest on Saturday. So we'll have 2 good days of practice and preparation, and go to battle on Saturday.
Tough loss, Coach, but we really appreciate you coming out and speaking with us here tonight.
You bet. Thanks.
All right, and we will send it over to Ryan Lockhart for some post-game stats.
Thank you, Noah, and thank you, Coach Platt. Looking how both teams shot tonight for the Forsters. They shot 49%. Over to Marian, they shot 54% from the field. Now beyond the arc, your Forsters shooting only 33% compared to 37% of the Knights. Free throws for both teams, 90% for your Forsters and 91% for the Knights. The big kind of battle tonight was with turnovers. Forsters had 12 of them, the Knights had 6, and that was the key to this game. Really what turned it around, as well as we look at a couple key players for both teams. TJ Henderson, the transfer guard that Coach talked about, 24 points tonight and 2 assists. Wes Stowers, 23 points as well as 5 rebounds. Reginald Casunel, the big guy, with 14 points and only 4 rebounds on the night. Now flash over to your Forsters. Leading them was number 1, Zach Owens, with 19 points and 5 assists. Caleb Middlesworth, the amazing freshman, had 18 points with 1 rebound. Tyler Aarons, the senior, only 6 points with 3 rebounds. So tough night for him tonight. Forsters not able to come out on top in this one, 86-73. They lose this ball game. That'll be all here from Platt Arena. We'd like to say thank you to all of our loyal listeners on 105.5 WQHU Forster Radio. Thank you for watching the live stream as well. We'd like to thank our crew today, Bray Snyder, Justin Coleman, Andrew Weisheit, David Beck, and for my great friend Noah Tobias, I'm Ryan Lockhart. Make sure you join us Saturday as we'll broadcast the IU Northwest game here on FDN Sports.